It's almost spring, the time where New Year, New Me people are starting to leave the gyms, and all them talks about, I'm gonna get my body in shape for the summer and chase all them hoes. It's out the wazoo. It's out the window. Not me though. I'm just a black sheep. Wherever the crowd goes, I go the opposite. So I've been eating my vegetables and working on getting a six-pack, but so far all I can see is just one pack. One pack of saturated animal fat. God damn it. But you know what they say, trust the process. But not only that, I've also been saving my gold heads for the new generation of cavalry that is expected to arrive somewhere between late June and early July. And you know what? It's gonna be OP, goddammit. Because name me one time that Lilith released the Cav Commander and it wasn't OP. Oh, please, take your time, I'm waiting. Well, nothing? That's what I thought. I mean, fellas, come on, let's be reasonable about this. Lilith loves Cav Commanders, and it's not a secret, right? Everybody knows that. So for today, I'm gonna be giving you my predictions on what the new Cav Commanders are gonna be, and why you should start saving your gold heads. Alright, so my predictions are based on the latest release patterns. What do I mean by that? So we have had 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝒹𝓎, and he was based on XY. He's basically a better version of XY, and then we had Hammam Prime, and well, he's a better version of not Epic Herman, but 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎. 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎 does poison, and Herman does the same, but only better and stronger. So that is why I think the new cavalry is gonna be the better versions of the commanders that we have already had, and those commanders are indeed Saladin and William. So these guys, especially Saladin, they are way outdated, and I've had Saladin benched ever since basically 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝒹𝓎 got out. However, William is still very useful, and a lot of people, including myself, are still using him to this day as a secondary to either Nevsky or 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝒹𝓎. And he slaps harder than my ex-girlfriend, who for some reason loved slapping my butt cheeks. I mean, that was like an addiction to her. She loved that shit more than Americans love their guns, trucks, and junk food. So, you get the idea. But, nevertheless, William needs an upgrade, and I think it's time for William to be replaced by somebody better than William. But again, these are not official information. These are just my 2 cents and predictions on this topic. So, that brings us to what they will be. Will they have a skill damage or a smite damage? I think there's a small chance that at least one of them might be having smite damage. And that is because if we go to Blacksmith and we go to 𝒟𝒻𝒻𝓎 Control, and in a tier 5 of Iconic, we can see 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎. Jeez, what the hell is this name? Anyway, if you click on that, we can see that the description says whenever these troops deal a skill damage or a smite damage. Well, there you go. This is a Cav equipment, 𝒟𝒻𝒻𝓎 Control, and in the description of that, it says smite damage. And that is why I think there is a small chance that one of them can be smite, or both of them can be smite. Like, we never know, right? Because at first I thought the smite is exclusive to only infantry, but then again, here we have a smite damaging engineering commanders. So that is why I think it is not so exclusive after all. And no one is safe from this new trend of being a smite damage. But hey, I could be wrong though. I hope I'm wrong, because for cavalry I just prefer them to be a skill damage, and for archers as well. So with that being said, if we get somebody like Saladin, but only better and stronger, let's see what he can potentially be, right? So Saladin is a tanky commander, and he can be used as a garrison and as a rallying commander. The garrison part might be confusing to some of you, but y'all are gonna love it. I'm gonna refresh your memories. If you remember KVK 2, Saladin was the best garrison in that KVK, like it was unbeatable. The good old days. Damn, I just miss it sometimes. But yeah guys, Saladin was so good, and this guy was just too OP back in the day. He was basically ahead of his time, and if the new Cav commander is gonna be like Saladin, and it's definitely gonna be in the Mightiest Governor, not in the Wheel, then he'll be a rallying commander, and maybe he can be used as a garrison as well. We never know, but the rallying part is for sure, because we just had 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎, and he's a garrison, so the next cavalries is gonna be conquering or rallying commander, and that is how the cycle goes. So if you have garrison, the next cycle is gonna be conquering, then garrison again, and then conquering, and so on. And I believe this new cav guy can also be used for open field, because if we go back to the last cavalries, which was Justinian, he is a rallying commander. But he's also perfect for open field, and as a secondary to XY, these two are just like a Tinder match, perfect for each other. So Justinian is enough to use as 5-5-5-1, and at the moment, he is the best pair for XY. He's got a very nice and high damage, plus he got a high defense and health stats, which XY doesn't have, and that is why he makes him somewhat tankier to last longer on the open field. So once again, my prediction for the next Cav commander that is inside the MGE is it's gonna be like Saladin, super tanky, can be used as rally, potential garrison, and of course for the open field, but again, just my predictions. So now, let's go over the wheel commander, and I think the wheel is gonna be a guy like William. So first of all, it's gonna be AoE, because the last Cav commanders that got released, 𝒟𝒆𝒹𝒹𝓎 and Justinian, both of them did not have any AoEs, and that is a big indicator that the new one is definitely gonna be AoE commander. And next, it's gonna have some kind of debuffing, like William, because William's AoE debuffs the enemy and basically makes them to not have any benefits from the buffs that increase skill damage taken. And at the same time, he also has a chance to buff your troops and allied troops to receive rage and defense. And that is why we are still using William to this day. He's a buffer and a debuffer, and that makes him just perfect. And that is my prediction for the new wheel commander that can potentially replace William. And as for meta commander and pairing like Nevsky with Drone Prime, let me tell you, these two are not going away anytime soon, and they're gonna be here for one more year before they get expired. So don't you worry, if you have just invested in them, don't worry, they're gonna still be in the meta, and the new Cavalries will not be replacing either of them. Call me a nipple sucker and let a hyena abuse me in Jackie Chan style, I am not lying to you, and Nevsky Juan isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And the same goes for 𝒟𝒆𝒹𝒹𝓎. This guy just got released a year ago, and it's too early for him to be out of the meta in just a matter of 1 year. So I think the new meta for open field, the new lineup meta, is gonna be 3 cavalry, 1 infantry, and 1 archer. At least that is what I think. So for the 3 cavalry, I think it's gonna be Nevsky with Juan or Nevsky William, then 𝒟𝒆𝒹𝒹𝓎 with Juan or Hugh William, and for the third march, it's gonna be the new Cavs. For infantry, it's gonna be CPO with Liu Che, and for archers, it's gonna be Zhuge Liang with Hermann Prime. And that's my prediction for the 5 meta march lineup in 2024. Let me know what you guys think, and if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, if you have your own predictions, then definitely let me know in the comments, and hopefully my prediction is with 99% accuracy, because when they get released, I want to see me being right, okay? Otherwise, it's gonna be bad, bro, it's gonna be bad. But these are just predictions, these are just for fun. But I have high hopes, because other people told me the same thing. They think it's gonna be a better version of Saladin and William being the new cavalry that is gonna come around June or early July. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor, smash that like button and perhaps subscribe. It's for free, and believe me, it helps the channel quite a lot, more than you think. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. See ya.